Excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm all of the above. I'm currently cozied up in all my layers on a cold January morning in the gym, and I've got a little bit of free time in the gym to myself, so I thought now's the perfect time to record and update you all on what's coming this year. So this is the first episode in my wedding prep diaries. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so excited for this series. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm all of the above. I'm currently cozied up in all my layers on a cold January morning in the gym, and I've got a little bit of free time in the gym to myself, so I thought now's the perfect time to record and update you all on what's coming this year. So this is the first episode in my wedding prep diaries. What? Like, how are we saying that? How is this year? What is happening? So we're January, what are we today? January 4th today. I'm halfway through the week by the time I'm recording this, just purely because it's been not the start that we talked for this week. But I get married mid-July this year, so I'm officially 7 months out from my wedding, which means work for my wedding bod is well and truly underway. And actually I started last year. I lost 2 stone last year. Now the real work begins, and I'm going to be documenting and giving you essentially weekly updates as to how my progress is coming on, what I've been getting up to in the build up to the wedding, both from the physical side with training and fitness and check-ins with my coach, and I've got a photo shoot before my wedding, so there's loads going on, but also as well with like some of the behind the scenes of wedding stuff. I've got all my DIY stuff to do, I've got some bits to finalise. We're in the wedding venue at the end of this month. I'm so excited to go back. We're jumping back since we actually booked the wedding, so I'm excited for all of that, and I'm going to take you through it all with me. So this is week 1 of my 7 month prep for the wedding. I think we've got something like 24, 8, 12, 16, 20, yeah, I think it's like 29 weeks until my wedding, something like that. Oh my god, that's scary, very scary. So I'm going to be documenting it all, showing you the reality of prepping for a wedding as a business owner who works crazy hours, who also has her own fitness goals to her own clients to deal with, and all of the wedding planning, because I've not had a wedding planner. I'm doing it all myself with the help of my mother. She's done quite a lot for me, so fingers crossed I don't forget anything on the day. Let's hope we don't. But yeah, I'm going to document all of the wedding prep. I'm going to show you where I'm at now, where I'm going to be then, what my goals are. So I'll start with my check-in photos this week, because I checked in 2 days ago as my starting stats. Obviously post-Christmas, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. As a bit of a backstory, if you haven't been following, last year I lost 2 stone, just totally regained control of everything after having the most manic start to opening a gym ever. Regained control of my whole life, lost 2 stone, done a photo shoot, ran my first ever 10k, done a Tough Mudder. Like, I am literally sitting at my healthiest, at my happiest, at my strongest. So Christmas time, I let my hair down, thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm no heavier on the scales, but obviously I am holding a little bit more water, I'm feeling more bloated, and I've been really ill, and I am still ill, so you may hear it in my voice. I apologise in advance. So we haven't quite had the perfect start to the new year, but that's okay. We deal with life as it comes. Life isn't perfect. Your new year doesn't have to be this perfect start that you ask for. So my check-in photos, which I'll pop here now, was me today. This is my official starting point now for wedding prep. I'm going into the next 7 months in a slightly different position to what most people would when they do their wedding prep. When they first start prepping for the wedding, they usually go into a fat loss phase. But obviously, because I've already lost 2 stone, my goal isn't to lose fat. I want to focus on getting a little bit stronger and building a little bit more muscle. I've lost 1.5 stone since I bought my wedding dress and took it home, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room for movement with the scales, and I can gain a little bit of body fat over the next couple of months before I diet down for the wedding and have my final fit in. So the plan of action is, we're January now, my hen is in May, the end of May. I've got a photo shoot at the beginning of July, and then I get married 2 weeks later, like towards the end of July. So plan of action at the moment, we're going to take it week by week. Obviously it's going to depend how my body's responding, but me and my coach have decided that from now until end of March, mid to end of March, we're going to be sitting at maintenance calories. So the plan isn't to gain much body fat. I'm not going to push into a surplus. That was our original plan, but because of my head and a few different things, we've decided that's probably not the best option. So we're going to sit at like top end of maintenance, just below surplus. So we're pushing training hard, we're hitting PBs, we're getting as much as we can out of training while gaining little to no body fat. So it's going to be very much trial and error over the next couple of weeks to find where I'm best, where recovery is at its best, where training's at its best, and where we're not seeing massive changes with the scales. So this week's just about getting back into routine. Then from next week, that's going to probably be where we get back to business as usual, especially because I'm a little unwell at the moment. So right now, currently my plan is 1700 calories, 120 grams of protein or more. I usually get a little bit more. I'm training 5 times a week, strength training, and I will be running twice a week, sometimes maybe 3 times a week, because just to add into the mix there, as if my life isn't hectic enough, I want to do a half marathon this year. We've made the sensible decision that it will be after the wedding, so I'm not going to be doing that until October, but obviously I need to keep my running up, and also I enjoy it for my heart health, lung health, all of that kind of stuff. So 5 weight training sessions, 2 runs once I clear this chest infection. This week I'm definitely not running, so we're just going to take it as it comes. 5 training sessions, 1700 calories, 120 grams of protein. You've seen how I look now with my starting photos and where I'm at right now. Plan is to get as strong as we can, push training, get as many PBs as we can, push numbers up while recovering really well, managing a business and staff members, and feeling good while planning a wedding. So not too much to think about and stress about. So yeah, that's everything. That's where I'm at right now. That's the plan of action as of now, January. I'm so unbelievably excited for the next 7 months. It's going to be a whirlwind of emotions. There's loads to do, loads to plan, loads of exciting events to happen, which I cannot wait for. So yeah, I'm excited to take you along the ride. This month we don't have too much planned for the wedding. The only thing we have is our menu tasting at the end of January. So we are back at the venue to taste our food, which I can't wait for. Apparently, I know 1 or 2 people that's got married in a venue, and apparently someone said it's a 9-course meal. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. So plan of action, nice and consistent for the first couple of weeks of January, see how the body responds, get ourselves back 100% healthy again, get training consistently, start pushing training a little bit more, and we'll just take it week by week depending on what coach advises. One of the main reasons I've got a coach now is just to take one stress off my shoulders. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go through it all with you. So last week was really busy, just with some of my staff being off. It meant I was in the gym a lot more, which obviously means I had less time to record my week and less time to get through training. So last week was very much get in the gym, get my sessions done, and get back out. So I did manage to record my warm-up before one of my lower sessions, just to run you through a little bit of some of the stretches I do before I start some of my sessions. One of my New Year's resolutions, not so much a resolution, but something that I want to be a little bit more mindful of, is just putting a little bit more thought and effort into my stretching before I train. And I want to start doing a little bit more at home as well. So I want to do maybe 2 or 3 days a week of some mobility work in the house. Just 10-15 minutes of stretching, just to keep everything nice and flexible, because my God, do I feel tight in my hamstrings and my lower back sometimes, especially when I'm sat at the desk getting a lot of work done. So if I can incorporate that, that'll be great. But right now, I'm not putting the expectation and pressure on myself to get it done every week. I'm just going to do it as and when I can and just build that habit over time. So yeah, some of the exercises I've done for my lower session to get warmed up, just making sure that I'm ready to go before I get stuck into my training session. Gals, I'm just about to leave my house to go back to the gym. My wedding shoes have arrived. I can't believe it. I can't even try them on now, so I literally have to leave. Like, I'm late. But this week is turning around after what I thought was going to be a bad week. We kept the PMA, we kept a positive mental attitude, and things are looking up. I've had all the new doors installed today at the gym, which was totally unexpected. They told me another 2 to 3 weeks, and then they just turned up today and they've done them all. I've just had the ramp installed for my front garden. We had a front garden done like 2 or 3 months ago, and the ramp was delayed, so we haven't actually been able to park on the drive, and it's just come today and been installed. Now my wedding shoes have just come. I'm so excited. So I'm going to the gym, I'm going to get a training session in. I've got to go to the doctors to hopefully get antibiotics because this chest infection is not shifting. I'm on day 10 and I'm fed up being out of breath. And talking is making me breathless. And then what's next? Oh, then I'm in the gym tonight for all of tonight's evening PT session. So Friday evening, spent at the gym, all these successful things done today. I've got a whole lot of new girls signed up, ready to work with me today too. It is a good day to have a good day, and we are turning the week around. Hallelujah. Happy Saturday. It's literally like 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and what a positive turnaround for the week after what started off a little bit of a disaster. We're ending the week really well. I'm literally just putting all the dogs, I say all the dogs like we have loads, they're both dogs, out in the kitchen now. I'm about to go to Hobbycraft and get some DIY stuff for the wedding, which is really exciting. I've managed to take my steps off every day this week. I've trained, I just done my 5th session this morning. So training's all done, steps done, training done, hit my water every day, track my calories every day. I have gone over a little bit 2 days this week, but nothing major. I'm an average of like a kilo down so far since Monday, so we're straight back into the swing of things, straight back into routine and feeling good. And now I've got a little bit of a DIY afternoon for the wedding, as well as cleaning the house. A little bit boring, but I can't wait to do some wedding stuff, so that's exciting. I can't wait. I have so much stuff ready for the wedding. I think I spent like £150 in Hobbycraft, but this is maybe like 90% of all the DIY I had left to get, so I'm well excited. I've been to my mother's, I've got all my, well not all, some of the bits back that I need to actually DIY. Now I have the rest of my DIY bits and I can start my DIY. I'm so excited. Okay, week 1 of wedding prep complete, and a successful week. Not a perfect week, but a successful week all the same. Managed to get all 5 training sessions in, hit my steps every day, track my water and hit that goal every day. Had some really good PBs in training actually. Tracked my calories 6 out of 7 days of the week. Food definitely wasn't perfect. That was the one thing I really need to work on a little bit more. The last minute changes with work with Sophie being off ill meant that I was a little bit less structured than I'd hoped, and just having a lack of meal prep meant that food is a little bit more on the go than what I usually would be and what I'd usually have. So I think that's the one thing that I need to take into this week to work on and improve. But 1 week in, average of 1 kilo down this week. Definitely feeling a lot leaner. You know, the bloat and the water retention certainly gone from Christmas, so that's really positive. Generally feeling good. Performance is good, recovery is good, back into, you know, training as normal, all of that kind of stuff. I did have antibiotics towards the tail end of the week, just to clear the last of this chest infection because it wasn't going anywhere. So given that I haven't been 100% health wise, so only really have missed out on food not quite being where it should have been, is a successful week given all things considered. So yeah, I'm feeling really positive, I'm feeling really good. I'm going into a fresh week now, a kilo down, fully back into routine. Had a solid week of training, and we're officially another week closer to the wedding, which I can't believe I'm saying. And I actually did loads for the wedding this week too. I got a lot of DIY stuff, obviously my shoes came, so things are starting to happen now, you know, like I'm back in my venue in 2 weeks time, which I can't wait for. I'm really excited to get back there because we booked the wedding over a year ago and we haven't been back since, so I can't wait for that. Things are going to be exciting the next couple of months, and I just know, given how fast last week went, that this year is going to fly by. So 1 week in, feeling good, the goal this week, or next week's episode, is to document a little bit more of my week. Last week was very like here and there and up and down, so the plan of action, a little bit more consistent with my day-to-day vlogs, and we'll be flying, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's going to be a positive week. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you ever want to see from me. I'm more than happy to make some content on that. But I'll see you in next week's episode.